circular function. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to graph the 6 circular functions with its amplitude, period, and phase shift, and you will be able to determine the domain and range of the different circular function. Okay, so let's start with the graph of sine and cosine function. Okay, the sine function has a standard form given by y is equal to a sine of the quantity bx plus c plus d. Also, the cosine function has a standard form also given by y is equal to a cosine of the quantity bx plus c plus d. Okay, so where a is the amplitude, b is for the period, this one is for the period, c is for the horizontal shift, then d is the vertical shift. Okay, so again, so a is the amplitude, then b is for the period, then c for the horizontal shift, and d is for the vertical shift. The same in cosine function. Okay, so let's start with sine function. Okay, for example, we have a given function y is equal to sine x. Okay, in graphing circular function, first is we're going to identify the amplitude. We're going to identify the amplitude, the period, the horizontal shift, and the vertical shift. Okay, in the given function y is equal to sine x. So our general form y is equal to, our standard form y is equal to a sine of the quantity bx plus c plus d. The given function, our a is 1. Our a is 1. Okay, our b is also 1. Our c is 0. Our d is 0. So therefore, the amplitude, by the way, the amplitude is the absolute value of a. The absolute value of a. So our a is equal to 1. Our a is equal to 1. The amplitude is the absolute value of a. Then it is equal to 1. Therefore, the amplitude is 1. Then for the period, our period is equal to 2 pi over b. So our b is 1. So substitute in the given formula is equal to 2 pi over b. Therefore, so it is equal to 2 pi over 1, or it is equal to 2 pi. So yun yung period po natin. Then our horizontal shift po natin is yung letter C. Our C is 0. Horizontal shift is 0. Then next, the vertical shift is also 0. Okay? Then plot na po natin yung graph niya. Okay, so let's graph the given function y is equal to sine x. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay, first is we're going to locate the midline of our graph. The midline of our graph is the vertical shift. So it is equal to 0. So therefore, this is our midline, the x-axis. Okay. Then next is we're going to determine the maximum point and the minimum point of our graph. So the maximum point. So to find the maximum point and the minimum point of our graph, we're simply add and subtract the amplitude from the vertical shift. So for the maximum, it is 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Then for the minimum, 0 minus 1 is equal to negative 1. So our maximum point is at positive 1. Our minimum point is at negative 1. Okay? So next is we are going to determine the starting point of our graph. Okay? So the starting point of our graph is the horizontal shift. Is equal to 0. So this is the starting point of our graph. 0. Then the end point of our graph is the period. Our period is 2 pi. So let's say, for example, this is 2 pi. Okay? Then after that, we are going to divide the interval from 0 to 2 pi into 4 equal parts. So i-divide mo natin into 4 equal parts. If this is 2 pi, therefore, this point is pi. This one is 3 pi over 2. This one is pi over 2. Okay? So, graph na po natin yung given function. Okay. A sine function always start at the middle, at the midline, at the starting point, at the middle. Then, reach the maximum point, then back to the middle, then reach the minimum point, then again back to the middle. So, for example, in our pi over 2, the maximum point is 1, middle ng pi, then this is 3 pi over 2, minimum, reach ng minimum, negative 1, then back to the middle. Okay? So, graph na po natin ha. So, start po tayo from the middle. This is sine function. So, goes up, reach the maximum point, then back to the middle, then reach the minimum point, then back to the middle. So, this is the graph of the given function y is equal to sine x. Okay? So next is we are going to determine the domain. How to determine the domain? How to determine the domain and range of this function. Okay, in finding the domain and range of this function, so we'll be using the vertical line test and the horizontal line test. Okay? So for the domain is the set of all values of x, then range is the set of all values of y. Okay? So we're simply using vertical line. For example, this one. So let's say this is a vertical. By the way, you can extend this graph to the right if you like. So you can extend this one to the positive infinity. And also this one, this graph, you can extend this one until negative infinity. Okay, so the main we'll be using the vertical line. So let's say we assume we start at the vertical at the negative infinity. So when the graph intersects our vertical line, so there already a domain. So may value na po yung x doon. Okay, so we start from the negative infinity, then we'll move towards positive infinity. Okay, so kung makikita nyo, ito yung vertical line natin, ito yung graph. So yung graph nag-touch or nag-intersect doon sa vertical line natin. So pag nag-intersect or pag nag-touch, ibig sabihin may domain. So mula dito, mayroong domain, may x value, may graph, may domain. So therefore, our domain is from negative infinity to positive infinity. Or simply you can it means the set of all real numbers. Okay, our domain is the set of all real numbers. Next is y. So or the range. So in finding the range, we're using the horizontal line test. So ito naman po yung horizontal line test. So ito yung negative infinity. Then ito naman po yung to the positive infinity. Y. So horizontal naman po tayo. Start po tayo sa negative. So pag start natin dun sa pinakababa niya, negative, assume natin nandun sa negative infinity, wala po yung graph. Okay? Wala pa rin graph. Saan ba nag-graph? Saan nag-intersect yung graph natin? Pagdating po sa negative 1. Pagdating po sa negative 1, mayroon na po dun. Nag-intersect na po yung graph natin. Ibig sabihin, mayroon na pong range. continue po tayo. So may range po. Then, hanggang saan yung range natin? Hanggang maximum point. Hanggang maximum point. Pag lampas ng maximum point, wala na pong graph. Ibig sabihin, wala na pong range. So our range is from the minimum point to the maximum point. So negative 1 is included. So we'll be using this symbol, bracket. So negative 1 to positive 1. Positive 1 also included. So this is the range of the given function y is equal to sine x. Okay, so let's have another example. Let's say we have the given function y is equal to negative sine x. Okay, so again, in graphing the circular function, identify the amplitude, the period, the horizontal shift, the vertical shift. So our period is the absolute value of A. Our A is 1. So our A is 1. So amplitude is 1. Period is equal to 2 pi over B. Our B is also 1. So therefore it is also equal to 2 pi. Our horizontal shift is 0. Vertical shift is also 0. Okay, graph. First, so we're going to identify the midline. The midline is the vertical shift. So again, it is in the x-axis. Then, the maximum point, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. 0 minus 1 is equal to negative 1. Starting point, 0. End point, 2 pi. So, sample, 2 pi. Halos lang kanina ha. But this time, our A is negative. Okay? The next nito, we are going to divide the interval from 0 to 2 pi into 4 equal parts. So this is pi over 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi over 2. So, may point. Okay, this time. So, graph na po natin ha. So, when A is negative in a sine function, so it starts from the middle. So, hindi na po siya pataas. Goes down po siya. Pababa po yung starting point niya. So, reach po muna siya ng minimum point. Then, back to the middle. Reach the maximum point. Then, back to the middle. So, ito yung graph ng negative sine function. Okay? So, pwede pong extend ito to the positive infinity. Then, again to the positive infinity. Then by the way, this is the graph of one cycle of sine function. This is the graph of one cycle of sine function. Okay, so ganun pa rin po. If you are going to determine the domain, so the domain of the given function is the set of all real numbers, or it is from negative infinity to positive infinity. Pwede rin pong sabihin na x such that x are elements of all real number. Yung domain po natin. Okay, yung range po natin. Yan yung range natin. So, minimum point included si negative 1 to positive 1. Pares na. Pag ganito yung given function. Okay? Let's have the sine function. Okay? Example number 3. Let's say the given function is y is equal to cosine x. Okay, again, so we're going to identify the amplitude. A na lang yung nilagay ko para madali. A, the amplitude. Then, P para sa period na lang. Then, ito na yun. Horizontal shift. Then, vertical shift. So, our amplitude is the absolute value of A. Our A is 1. So, it is equal to 1. Our period is equal to, the same lang po yung formula, is equal to 2 pi over B. Our B is 1. So, this is equal to 2 pi over 1. Then is equal to 2 pi. Our horizontal shift is 0. Vertical shift is 0. Okay, graph na po natin. So, ganun lang. Para lang din. We're going to identify the midline of our graph. So the midline of our graph is the vertical shift. So nasa x-axis. Okay, then next, the maximum point, vertical shift plus amplitude 1, minimum point, vertical shift minus amplitude negative 1. Starting point 0, end point 2 pi. Assume dito yung 2 pi natin. So divide yung interval from 0 to 2 pi into 4 equal parts. So this is pi, this is 3 pi over 2, this is pi over 2. Okay, this time, the graph of cosine, the graph of sine start at the middle. Then this time, the graph of cosine start at the maximum point. So, when A is positive, we start at the maximum point. Then when A is negative, we start at the minimum point. So, start tayo dito, maximum point. Then, papunta po tayo dun sa pi over 2. Middle, then reach the minimum point. Then, back to the middle. Then reach the maximum point. So, this is the graph of cosine function. Okay? So, pwede pong extend po yan ha. Pwede yan i-extend to the positive infinity. Then this one also can be extended into negative infinity. Okay? So, domain and range na po. Next, we're going to determine the domain and range. So, extended to positive infinity, extended to the negative infinity. Therefore, our domain is the set of all real numbers, whether it is from negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay? And by the way, alam mo na, if you are asked to graph only one cycle, so ibig sabihin hanggang dito ka lang. Hanggang dito ka lang. Hanggang dito ka lang. Then, you are asked to determine the domain of the given function. Okay? So, hanggang dito lang, one cycle lang yung graph mo. Ibig sabihin, start ka dito, then end ka rin dito. So, yung domain po nito, hindi na po set of all real numbers. Okay? If in case lang ha, so the domain of this graph will be from, saan siya nag-start? Yung vertical line natin. Start siya dito sa 0. So, 0 is included. So, 0 is included. Saan siya papunta? Hanggang saan lang yung may graph? Ito, hindi extended ha. Kasi one cycle lang. So, yan lang yung graph. Saan siya papunta? Hanggang 2 pi lang po siya. So, yung graph, yung domain is from 0 to 2 pi kung one cycle lang po yung tinanong sa inyo na domain. Pero pag hindi naman one cycle, ibig sabihin extended. So, this graph can be extended into positive infinity, then also this graph can be extended into negative infinity. So, the domain is the set of all real numbers. Okay? So, depende po sa tanong. Okay? Okay, next. Range po nito. So, minimum point at negative 1, maximum point at positive 1. Pares lang. Okay, so let's say for example, if it is positive, negative. So let's say for example, when A is negative. So our amplitude is the absolute value of A. So 1 pa rin yan. So yung period natin 2 pi, horizontal shift is 0, vertical shift is 0 again. Okay? So, but this time, ito na po yung magiging graph niya. So yung domain niya, pares lang. So, extended to the negative infinity. Positive infinity rather. And this one is extended to the negative infinity. So, pares lang yung domain, tsaka ng range. Ng given function na y is equal to positive cosine x and y is equal to negative cosine x. Okay. So, this time the graph. So, start po siya. So, kung yung positive, start po doon sa maximum point. Then this time, start po siya sa negative minimum point. So this is the minimum point. Papunta po siya dun sa the middle. Then reach po dun yung maximum point. So ito po, may maximum point po dun. Then again, back to the middle. Then reach again the minimum point. Okay? So ito po yung graph ng negative cosine function. Okay? Okay, let's try another example. Given function y is equal to 4 sine 2x. So this time our amplitude is 4 and our b is 2. Okay, so our amplitude, the absolute value of a is 4. Then for the period, so it is equal to 2 pi over b. Then our b is equal to 2. So it is equal to 2 pi over 2, and is equal to pi. Our period is pi. Horizontal, 0. Vertical shift, also 0. Okay? So graph na po natin yan. Midline, vertical, at x-axis pa rin. Okay, starting point, x-axis pa rin. Maximum point, ito na yan. Maximum point natin na yan. So vertical shift, plus 4. So nasa 4 po yung 1, 2, 3, 4. Nandito po yung maximum point. Minimum point, 0 minus 4 is from 1, 2, 3, 4. Ito yung negative 4. Okay, ito yung minimum point and this is the maximum point. Starting point, sa 0. Then end point po niya nasa pi. Assume po natin nandito yung pi. Then again, we're going to divide the interval from 0 to pi into 4 equal parts. If this is pi, then therefore this is pi over 2. Ano yung next dito? Pi over 2. So, ito po ay 3 pi over 4. Then this is pi over 4. Okay? Okay, so sign, positive sign goes up, start from the middle. So first point, x, ito yung point natin. Then back to the middle, reach the minimum point. Then back to the middle. Okay, our graph, start at the middle, goes up, back to the middle, reach the minimum point, then back to the middle. Then it can be, so this is the graph of one cycle of the given function 4 sine 2x. Then it can be extended to the positive infinity. Then also this one can be extended to the negative infinity. Okay, this time our domain and range. Our domain, the same pa lang, the same pa rin. It is from negative infinity to positive infinity. So this time our range. So our range from the minimum, our minimum point is negative 4. Then our maximum point is positive 4. So the range of the given function 4 sine 2x is from negative 4 to positive 4. Okay, so let's introduce the horizontal shift and the vertical shift this time. Okay, for example, ano bang example? Example number 5. So given function y is equal to 3. Cosine naman po yung gamitin natin. Cosine 1/2 x minus or plus 5 plus or minus muna minus 5. Po, kompleto na po. So, meron na po A, meron B, meron C, meron D. Okay? So, I will going to identify the amplitude. Amplitude is the absolute value of A. Absolute value of A is 3. Then the period. So, this time, for the period is 2 pi over, our B is 1/2. over 1 half. So 2 over 1 half is equal to 4. Then it is equal to 4 pi. Our period is 4 pi. Okay. For the horizontal shift. So we're going to equate this expression or this equation to 0. Okay? So express po natin to yan sa 0. Equate sa 0. Let's say 1 half x plus pi is equal to 0 for our horizontal shift. So solve for x. So 1 half x is equal to negative pi. Okay? So over 1 half over 1 half. Then x is equal to negative 2 pi. So our horizontal shift is negative 2 pi. Okay? Next is for the vertical shift. Our vertical shift is negative pi. Okay, first is we're going to locate the midline of our graph. The midline of our graph is the vertical shift, negative 5. So negative 1, negative 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the midline of our graph, the negative 5. Okay, this is the midline. Y is equal to negative 5. Okay? The maximum point. So, up po siya ng negative 5 plus 3. So, it is from negative 5 plus 3, negative 2. Negative 2. Then, negative 5 minus 3 is at negative 8. 6. 7, 8. Negative 8. Okay? So, this is our minimum point. This is our maximum point. This is cosine. So, next, looking muna natin yung starting point. Yung starting point niya is at negative 2 pi. So, negative 2 pi. Nandito banda. So, negative 5 yan ha. Extend na natin yung midline natin. Okay? So, negative 2 pi. Okay. Assume natin nandito yung negative 2 pi. Negative 2 pi. Okay? So, assume natin nandito yung starting point. Okay? Next is for the period. So the end point. So the end point will simply add this time we'll simply add the horizontal shift and the period. So negative 2 pi plus 4 pi is equal to 2 pi. So hanggang 2 pi na lang po siya. Okay? From negative 2 pi, i-add po natin yung 4 pi, yung period natin, so it is equal to 2 pi. So, assume natin, nandito yung positive 2 pi. Okay, yung period natin, mula negative 2 pi to positive 2 pi is equal to 4 pi. So, absolute value yan ha. Okay. So, ito na yun yan, graph natin. Okay? Starting point. Then, next is we're going to divide the interval from negative 2 pi to positive 2 pi into 4 equal parts. Isipin nyo na lang, equal yan. Dito na lang banda, medyo malayo. pi. This is also negative pi. So this is negative 2 pi. This one is positive 2 pi, and this one is 0. This one is 0. Okay, so cosine, positive. Start tayo, maximum point. Maximum point natin is positive 2. Minimum point natin is negative 8. So ito yung starting point. Dito tayo i-start banda. So negative 2 pi banda. So move po tayo to the middle. Then reach the minimum point. Then again back to the middle. Then reach the maximum point. So can be extended also to positive infinity, then this one also to the negative infinity. So this is the graph of the given function 3 cosine of the quantity 1/2 x plus pi minus pi. Okay, domain and range. Domain and range. Domain natin. So okay, this one extended to the positive infinity, and also this one and extended to negative infinity. Therefore, the domain is the set of all real numbers, or from negative infinity to positive infinity. By the way, pag infinity, we're going to use parentheses. Okay? Pag excluded, parentheses. Pag included, bracket po. Okay, our range. This time, our range. Minimum point, negative 8. Negative 8 included, meron pong graph doon. So, from, included po, bracket. So, negative 8. Saan yung papunta? So, hanggang negative 2 lang po. Till negative 2, negative 2 is included. So, the range of the given function is from negative 8 to negative 2. The domain is the set of all real numbers. Okay? Okay, so let's solve another one. Let's say example number 6. So, given function y is equal to negative, positive pa rin, 2 sine of x minus pi over 2 plus 3. Okay, positive naman. Okay, so amplitude A, 2. Our period is 2 pi over b. Our b is 1. So 2 pi over 1 is equal to 2 pi. So our period is 2 pi. Then our horizontal shift. So we're going to equate this expression to 0. So x minus pi over 2 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to pi over 2. So horizontal shift, pi over 2. Okay? Vertical shift, positive 3. Okay, graph. X-axis, this is y-axis. Okay, the midline. Midline, vertical shift at positive 3. So, y is equal to positive 3. So, 1, 2, 3. So, this is positive 3. So, this is our midline. Okay? Next is we are going to determine the maximum point and the minimum point. 3 plus 2, 5. Maximum point. Minimum point, 3 minus 2 is 1. So this is the minimum point and this is the maximum point. From this one, you can identify agad yung range. Pwede na ma-identify agad yung range. It is from positive 1 to 5. Tapos na. Pag sign, yung domain, set of all real numbers from negative infinity to positive infinity. Tapos na. Ito pala. Bracket. Sorry. Okay, yung graph niya. Saan mag-start? Graph natin ha. Saan mag-start? Pi over 2. So, say for example, nandito yung pi over 2. So, nandito. Okay? So, yung vertical axis 2, nandito. Next, yung endpoint niya. So, i-add po natin ngayon. So, pi over 2, yung endpoint po niya, pi over 2 plus 2 pi. So, saan na banda yan? So, it is equal to, so this is equal to pi over 2. 5 pi over 2. Okay, show natin, nandito banda yung 5 pi over 2. Okay, 5 over 2. Okay, kailan po yan? Mga vertical asymptote po yan ng sine function. Okay. Divide na po natin. So, we are going to divide the interval from 5 over 2 to 5 pi over 2 into 4 equal parts. So, isipin nyo na lang na nakidivide na ng equal. Okay? Okay, so if this one is, so pi, pag ina-add, so this is, then this is 5. Okay. So, sine, positive. Start at the middle, reach the maximum point, back to the middle, reach the minimum point, then back to the middle. So this is the graph of one cycle of the sine function given the sine function y is equal to 2 sine of the quantity x minus y over 2 plus 3. So this can be extended the positive infinity, then also this one can be extended to negative infinity. So yung domain natin, yun na yun, set of all real numbers. Yung range po natin is from positive 1 to positive 5. Okay, that's all for the graph of sine and cosine function. Okay, so now let's have the graph of cosecant and secant function. Okay, so say for example, number 1, given function y is equal to cosecant x. Okay, by the way, so cosecant x is the reciprocal of sin x. So refer lang po tayo dun sa graph ng sin x. Then yung reciprocal nun, yun na po yung graph ng cosecant x. Okay. So first, in graphing cosecant function, so first is we're going to graph the function of sin x. Graph muna natin yung sin x, then saka pa po makuha yung graph ng cosecant x. So okay, so alam naman po natin yung ganun pa rin po yung amplitude 1, yung period po nito, so 2 pi over b, 2 pi over 1 is equal to 2 pi. Our horizontal shift is at 0, our vertical shift is at also to 0. Then maximum point is at 1, minimum point at negative 1. Okay, maximum point 1, minimum point negative 1. So starting po natin at 0, then hanggang 2 pi. So again, we're going to divide the interval into 4 equal parts. So this is pi, this is 3 pi over 2, this is pi over 2. Okay, so graph na po natin ha. Broken line lang muna. So positive goes up. So ito yung mga point natin ha. So broken line lang po natin muna. Yung graph ng sin x. Okay, ito yung graph ng given function na sin x. 1 1 cycle lang. So, try natin mag-graph ng 2 cycle. Extend natin yung graph. Extend pa natin. So, this is 4 pi. So, 2 pi between, ano ba yan? 4 pi, compute muna natin. So, this is 3 pi. So, this is 3 pi. Okay, yun lang yan. Muna. Okay. So, continue natin yung graph ha. Broken lang. So, maximum nito nandito. Minimum naman nito nandito. Okay, continue lang. Continue lang po natin ha. Middle. Then, dito naman po. Okay. Continue lang. Middle to, middle. Then, minimum. Okay. Ito yung graph ng 2 cycle o given function na y is equal to sin x. Okay, this time we are going to identify the vertical asymptote. The vertical asymptote of the sine function is yung mga points na nag-touch sa midline natin. Ano yung mga points na nag-touch sa midline natin? This one. So, this is one of the vertical asymptote. So, vertical asymptote po yan. Ito, vertical asymptote po yan. Yung nag-touch lang po, yung points na nag-touch po sa midline. So, this one is also the vertical. Ito, this one, vertical din po. Then this is vertical, then this is vertical. Okay na? So, nag-graph po natin yung function na sin x. Now, we're going to graph the function of y is equal to cosecant x. So, the graph of cosecant x is the reciprocal of sin x. So, kung papunta po dito, pababa, po yung sin x, therefore, ito naman po yung cosecant x natin. So, hindi po yan magta-touch sa vertical asymptote. So, ito kung upward, so magiging downward po tayo. So, yung graph po ng cosecant natin, parang parabola, opening upward and opening downward. So, ito, kung pataas, this one, pababa, yun eh. Okay, so this is the graph of cosecant x. Okay, so this time, how are we going to determine the domain and range of the given function y is equal to cosecant x. Okay, so next is we're going to determine the domain. The domain and the range of the given function y is equal to cosecant x. Okay, so kung makikita nyo sa graph, meron tayong mga vertical asymptote. So yung graph po ng cosecant natin, hindi po yan magta-touch sa mga vertical asymptote. Approaches to vertical asymptote po lang yan. Okay, so the domain is the set of all real numbers, or the set of all real numbers such that x is not equal. Hindi po siya equal. Dapat hindi equal sa mga vertical asymptote. Kaya na lang po natin key pi. Okay? So yung key po natin ay yung po yung mga value ng k, where k is positive, negative 0, positive, negative 1, positive, negative 2, and so on and so forth. Okay? So yun po yung domain natin. Set of all real number except the vertical asymptote of the graph. Okay, for the range, how are we going to find the range of the given function? So, ito extended to the negative infinity. So, this one is extended to the positive infinity. So, start tayo from the negative infinity. So, lagay na po natin yung range natin. Start po from negative infinity where we're using parentheses. Okay? Saan po papunta? Negative infinity. Until, saan? Till the minimum point. So, until negative 1. So, negative 1 is included. So, we'll be using bracket. Okay? Paglagpas po ng negative 1, wala pong graph ng cosecant. Wala pong graph dito ng cosecant. Saan ulit po yung graph? Nandun po sa positive 1. So, union po tayo. Union. So, positive 1, meron na pong graph. So, included po yung positive 1. Hanggang saan? To the positive infinity na po yan. So, this is the range of the given function y is equal to cosecant x. Okay? Okay, so next we solve the secant function. So, example number 2, say the given function y is equal to secant x. Okay, so recall po, secant x is the reciprocal of cosine x. So therefore, the graph of secant x is the reciprocal of the graph of cosine x. Okay, graph muna natin yung cosine x. So yung graph po ng cosine x, x-axis, y-axis. Okay, so amplitude is 1. Amplitude po nito is 1. Period po niyan ay 2 pi. Vertical shift, horizontal shift 0, vertical shift 0. Maximum point 1, positive 1. Minimum point negative 1. Starting point 0, end point 2 pi. Again, we're going to divide the interval from 0 to 2 pi into 4 equal parts. So this is pi, 3 pi over 2, this is pi over 2. Okay, so cosine. So positive cosine start at the maximum point, down to the middle, then reach the minimum point, back to the middle, then reach the maximum point. Okay, graph natin ha, broken line lang po. Okay, ito po yung graph ng cosine x, positive cosine x. Okay, so kung i-wish mo po pag-continue, okay lang din, wala pong problema yan. Okay, so next, nag-graph na po yung cosine. Now, nag-graph na po natin yung function na secant x. So, lagay muna tayo ng vertical line. Vertical asymptote. So, ganun pa rin. Yung nag-touch po sa midline, yun po yung vertical asymptote. So, ito po yung midline natin, yung points na nag-touch sa midline. So, ito yung vertical asymptote. Okay, so graph na po natin. So, this one, up, reciprocal. So, start po dito, papunta po siya sa taas. Okay? This one. This one. Or pwedeng ganyan. Ganyan lang muna yung first cycle ng graph. O, ito yung graph. This is the graph of the given function y is equal to secant x. Okay, now so we're going to identify the domain and range of the given function y is equal to secant x. So this is the graph of the given function. So yung yung solid line, yun po yung graph ng secant function. The domain halos equal lang po doon sa cosecant. So may konting kaibahan lang doon sa extension. So kung mapapansin niyo po, ito nasa pi over 2. kanina po dun sa cosecant, nasa pi po yung vertical asymptote. Nasa pi, nasa 2 pi, nasa 3 pi, nasa 4 pi, nasa 5 pi. So this time, nasa mga half naman po. Okay? So, the domain of the given function is the set or the elements of all real number such that x is not equal to k pi over 2. Okay, where k is all odd integers. Where k is the all odd integers. For example, k is 1, that is pi over 2. When k is 2, ano po yan? Hindi po odd, di ba yung 2? That is 7. So, next is 3. So, that is 3 pi over 2 and so on and so forth. So, that is the domain of the secant function. Then, for the range, so, halos equal lang po. So, from negative infinity, saan siya papunta? Papunta po siya doon sa minimum. So, yung minimum point included, we're using bracket. Then, pagdating po dito, wala pong graph na secant function. Union po tayo. Saan po? Sa taas. Included po yung maximum point to positive infinity. So, ito po yung range natin ng given function na y is equal to secant x. Okay? Okay, let's have another example. Example number 3. See, the given function. Cosecant. Okay, this time lalagyan na po natin ng horizontal shift and vertical shift. Let's say, for example, 2 cosecant x minus pi over 2. Nalagay natin na vertical. Let's say, for example, kanina, positive 3. Okay, so first, i-graph po natin muna yung function po na y is equal to sine the quantity x over 2 plus 3. So, ano yung graph nito? Dito na lang. Okay, dito. Okay. So, yung amplitude niya, 2. Period niya, so, is equal to 2 pi. Then, yung horizontal shift niya, so, equal to 0. So, this is equal to pi over 2. Then, vertical shift niya is 3. Okay, start po tayo. Midline, positive 3. So, this is our midline. Okay, positive 3. So, next, the maximum point, 3 plus 2, 5. Minimum point, 3 minus 2, 1. So, this is our minimum point. So, starting point, pi over 2. So, let's say, for example, this is our pi over 2. Then, i-add po natin, pi over 2 plus 2 pi. So, it is equal to 5 pi over 2. So, assume, nandito yung 5 pi over 2. So, nandito. Divide into 4 equal parts. So, pi over 2, therefore this is pi, this is 3 pi, and this is 3 pi over 2. Okay? So, lagyan po natin ng mga point ha. So, positive, start, maximum point. Then at the middle, tama, at the middle, minimum point, then at the middle. So, i-broken line lang po natin yung graph. Okay, ito po yung graph ng function na y is equal to 2 sine the quantity x minus pi over 2 plus 3. Okay, now we are going to graph the function y is equal to 2 cosecant of quantity x minus pi over 2 plus 3. So, determine po natin yung mga vertical asymptote. Vertical asymptote, yung mga point po na nag-touch po sa midline po natin. So, this is our vertical asymptote. This one, vertical asymptote. This one is a vertical asymptote. Okay. So, next. Graph na po natin. So, reciprocal. Ito po yan. Dito. Ayan lang. Okay. And now we're going to determine the domain. The domain and range of the given function. So the domain is the element of all real number such that x is not equal to what? So dito, hindi po siya equal sa pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, 5 pi over 2. So not equal to k pi over 2. Okay? Where k is all odd numbers. Take note ha, depende po yan sa graph. So yung pinaka-the best po to determine the domain and the range of any function. So marami pong function, di ba? Meron pong linear function, quadratic, may polynomial function, may rational function, may exponential, may logarithmic, may circular function. So yung pinaka-discard po, i-graph mo, then makikita mo kung ano yung domain niya. Using vertical line test, then makikita mo rin kung ano yung range niya using horizontal line test. Okay, then for the range. So this time for the range, so ito extended to the positive infinity, then this graph extended to the negative infinity. So from negative infinity hanggang saan siya? Hanggang minimum point is 1. So 1 is included, so bracket po tayo. Pag excluded po hindi kasali, parenthesis po yung gagamitin natin. Okay? Saan po yung union natin? Union po. Saan ulit mag-start? The maximum point na 5. Then until positive infinity. So ito po yung range of the given function y is equal to 2 cosecant of the quantity x minus pi over 2 plus 3. Okay. Okay, now let's have the graph of tangent and cotangent function. So last na po ito. Tapos na po natin yung sine, cosine, cosecant, secant. So this time we're going to graph the tangent and cotangent function. So a tangent function has a standard form given by y is equal to a tangent to the quantity bx plus c plus d. Halos equal lang po sila lahat. Iiba lang po dito. So let's say yung cotangent, papalitan lang po yung tangent ng cotangent. Okay? So yung a is the amplitude, ganun pa rin. B is for the period, c is for the horizontal shift, then D is for the vertical shift. So let's have, for example, I'm going to graph this given function. Y is equal to tangent x. Okay. So may konting kaibahan po yung pag-graph ng tangent and cotangent function. So first, we are going to find the vertical asymptote. So ano yung vertical asymptote ng tangent? Iba rin po yung vertical asymptote ng cotangent. Okay, the vertical asymptote of tangent function is equal to the positive negative pi over 2b. Okay, then the amplitude is 1 for the period. So this time for the period, so the period of a tangent function is equal to pi over b. So our b is equal to 1. So pi over 1 is equal to pi. Our period is pi. So horizontal shift 0. Vertical shift also 0. Okay, graph na po natin. X-axis, y-axis. Okay, first is we are going to locate the vertical asymptote. So our vertical asymptote, so this is positive negative pi over 2 times our b is 1. So therefore, it is equal to positive negative pi over 2. So the vertical asymptote is pi over 2. So let's say, so this is negative pi over 2. And also this one, this is pi over 2. Okay? Ito yung vertical asymptote po natin. So yung period po natin, ito po yung distansya po. The distance from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. This is pi. So yun na yung period po natin. Pi po yan. Okay, so saan po mag-start? So horizontal shift, 0. So sa 0 po tayo mag-start. Okay? So nandun po yung pinaka this time wala tayong tatawagin ng midline. Okay, starting point lang po. Okay, again, we're going to divide the interval from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. So center, divide. So this is pi over 2, therefore this one is pi over 4, and this is negative pi over 4, and this is 0. Okay, so maximum point. Wala tayong dito, wala tayong tatawagin ng maximum point. Okay, so yung chord na lang niya, first chord niya yung tatawagin natin. So yung amplitude niya ay 1, nandito sa 1, at saka nasa negative 1. Okay, ito na po. Okay, so intersection po niya at tangent. So pi over 4 is equal to 45 degree. Tangent of 45 degree is equal to 1. So pwedeng gawa ng table of values po dito. And tangent of negative 45 is equal to negative 1. So ito yung graph niya. So ito po, papunta po sa taas. Then this one, papunta po sa baba. Okay, this is the graph of one cycle of a tangent function. Then if you like to graph another cycle, so mag-a-add ka lang po dito na pi. Then dito naman po sa kabula, magsusubtract ka na pi. Kasi yung period po natin is pi. So let's say, graph tayo ng another cycle. So pi over 2 plus pi. So it is equal to 3 pi over 2. So ito na yan. So this is 3 pi over 2. So ganun pa rin. From this interval from pi over 2 to 3 pi over 2, you are going to divide it into 4 equal parts. So let's say ito yung middle natin. So nandun yung middle natin. So nandito yung 1. Nandito yung minimum. Okay, then ito yung vertical asymptote. So vertical asymptote. Yung graph po natin, mula po dito pa taas po siya. Mula naman po dito pababa po siya. Then so on so forth na po yan, yung graph ng tangent. Okay? So now, we're going to identify the domain and the range of the given function. So dito na po tayo. Erase ko na to ha. So the domain is the element of all real number such that x is not equal doon sa mga vertical asymptote nila. So ano yung mga vertical asymptote nila? 1/2 pi, then that is 3 over 2 pi. So it's not equal to k pi over 2, where k is the set of all odd integers. Okay? So ano yung range? So makikita nyo. So ito extended to the negative infinity, then this one is extended to the positive infinity. Therefore, our range is from negative infinity to positive infinity, or the set of all real numbers. Okay? Okay, let's have another example. Tangent function. Say example number 2. Y is equal to 2. Yan natin ng iba. Tangent x plus 4. Okay, so first, tangent function, we're going to determine the vertical asymptote. So vertical asymptote is equal to positive negative pi over 2 times, ano yung din natin? 1. So ito na yan. Our vertical asymptote is at positive negative pi over 2. Next is for the amplitude. Amplitude is the absolute value of A. Our A is 2. Next is the period. Our period is pi over B. Our B is 1, therefore our period is pi. Next is for the horizontal shift, 0. Then vertical shift is 4. Okay? Graph na po natin. Okay, so next, first is we're going to look at the vertical asymptote of the given function. So, nandito ulit, si negative pi over 2. So, dito rin si pi over 2, positive pi over 2. So, ito yung vertical asymptote. So, hindi po magta-touch yung graph niyan, ha? Approaches lang. Okay, this time, saan ba mag-start? So, doon po tayo sa vertical shift na po tayo mag-start. So, vertical shift natin is 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, dito po, yung pinaka starting point natin. So, again, i-divide po yan into 4 equal parts. This is half, 1/4, 3/4. Okay? So, this is pi over 4. This is negative pi over 4. Okay? So this time, mayroon na po tayong amplitude na mayroong vertical shift na 4, then mayroong amplitude na 2. So, angat po tayo pataas ng dalawa. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. So, this is 4. Dagdag ng dalawa, 6 po tayo. Then, sa baba naman, minus 2. So, nandito po tayo sa 2. So, yung point po, so, pi over 4, yung positive pi over 4, nasa 6 po. Then, yung negative pi over 4, nasa positive 2. Okay, so yung graph po natin, start po sa center, pataas po yan. Then, dito naman po, baba po yan. So, ganun po sa kabila. Say another cycle. Okay, so nandito yung center. Papunta yung graph doon. Pababa naman po yung graph. So let's say dito naman po sa kabila. Ito yung vertical asymptote. So let's say nandito yung center. Ito yung graph niya. Then ito naman yung graph pababa. Okay? So ano yung domain? So what is the domain? And the range of the given function. So the domain is the set of all the elements of all real number such that x is not equal to, equal lang kanina, k pi over 2, where k is all odd integers. Then range, so yung range po ng tangent, parehas lang po. So from negative infinity to positive infinity, or the set of all real numbers. Okay. Okay, so let's have the cotangent function. Let's say, give an example. Ang ilang example ba ito? Let's say number 3. Okay, so let's say the given function y is equal to cotangent x. Okay, so cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent function. Okay, so take note. So the graph of, let's say, y is equal to tangent x. The graph of this function is increasing. Okay? Then the graph of negative tangent x is decreasing. Okay? tangent x is the equivalent of negative cotangent x. Then the equivalent of negative tangent x is the equivalent of positive cotangent x. So, pares lang yung graph nila. Graph ng tangent x tsaka graph ng negative cotangent x increasing. Then graph ng negative tangent x tsaka graph ng positive cotangent x is decreasing. Okay? Let's write the cotangent x. Okay. So first is we're going to identify the vertical asymptote. Then the vertical asymptote of a cotangent function is from x is from 0 to pi over b. Okay? From 0 to pi over b. Ito yung vertical asymptote niya. Always yan, start 0, then to pi over b. Okay? So dito, this is pi. Yung b natin is 1, so this is pi. Next is the amplitude. 1 for the period. Isip lang yung period. Period is from pi over b. So our period is pi over b is 1, so it's equal to pi. Then our horizontal shift 0, vertical shift 0. Graph na pa natin. Okay, so first is we're going to locate the vertical asymptote. So vertical asymptote x is equal to 0. So ito yung 0. So this is the vertical asymptote. Okay, ito yung vertical asymptote. The next is from pi. So assume natin nandito yung pi. Palagi po yan ha, mag-start po yan sa 0, then mag-end po, depende po sa b. Okay? So, yun na yun. Then, again, we're going to divide the interval from 0 to pi into 4 equal parts. Okay, this is pi. So, therefore, this is pi over 2. This is pi over 4. This is 3 pi over 4. Okay? So, vertical, shift natin 0. So, start tayo dito. Okay? Horizontal, 0. So, yung period curve natin is equal to pi. So, from 0 to pi, this one, period natin, vertical asymptote is equal to pi. So, this is equal to pi. So, yun na yung graph natin. So, this time, ganun lang, lagyan lang tayo dyan para may idea po tayo. So, yung amplitude po natin, meron pong 1, then meron pong negative 1. So, meron pong point dito, then meron din pong point dito. So, upward, downward. Okay? So, yung positive, ganun po yung graph niya. Ganun po yung graph. And so on, so forth po yan. Graph na positive cotangent x. Okay, ano yung domain? So, domain. So, the element of all real number such that x are the element of all real number such that x is not equal to the vertical asymptote. Ano yung mga vertical asymptote niya? So, 0. So, k pi. It's not equal to k pi. For k is all odd integers. All integers rather. All integers po yan. This is pi. Next po niyan ay 2 pi. Next ay 3 pi. All integers po yan. Then range. So, ganun pa rin. From negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay? Okay, so let's have another example of cotangent. So the given function y is equal to negative 2 cotangent of the quantity 1/3 x minus y plus 5. Okay, first we're going to find the vertical asymptote. So we have x is equal to 0. Then the second vertical asymptote is we're going to equate this equation into 0. Take note during cotangent, another vertical asymptote, para makuha yung another vertical asymptote, equate lang po ito sa 0. So it is 1/3 x minus y is equal to 0. So 1/3 x is equal to pi. So multiply both side by 3. So this is equal to x. Then this is 3 pi. So therefore, the other vertical asymptote is at 3 pi. Okay? Equate lang po sa 0. Then solve for x. Okay na po. The next, for the period, amplitude is equal to 2. Then period is equal to pi over b. This is pi over b. Or pi over 1/3. Also equal to 3 pi. Okay, graph na po natin. Okay, now let's look at our vertical asymptote. So x is equal to 0. So at y-axis, next is 3 pi. Assume nandito yung 3 pi. First cycle po yan Next cycle, nasa 6 pi po yan. Third, nasa 9 pi, 12 pi. So nasa 4 pi yan. Okay, again, so we're going to divide the interval from 0 to 3 pi into 4 equal parts. So, half. Okay, so this is 3 pi over 2. This is 9 pi over 4. This is 3 pi over 4. Okay? So meron na po tayong vertical shift 5. So 1 positive 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So nandito po yung pinaka-center niya, yung pinaka-midline. So okay. So nandun yung starting point sa para. Okay. So negative. So move tayo ng dalawa upward. Maximum point 7, minimum point 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So negative. So nandito po yung 9 over pi, nandito po yung point niya. Then sa 3 naman, 3 pi over 4. So nandito yung graph niya, yung point niya, yung coordinates niya. So the graph, so this one is increasing, then decreasing. So support na po yan. Sorry. Positive infinity din, ito rin po papunta negative infinity. Okay, how are we going to determine the domain and the range of a cotangent function? Okay, the domain. So, maliban lang po sa mga vertical asymptote niya. So, the element of x are all real number such that x is not equal. Saan ba siya hindi mag-equal? Sa 0, sa 3 pi, sa 6 pi. It's not equal to k pi, where k is the multiple of 3. Okay, range. So, yung graph natin, this is extended to the negative infinity, then also extended to the positive infinity y. So, it's from negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay? So, that's all. Thank you for watching.